Hi, I'm Daz. I'm the producer of The Drift, and it's been quite an exciting week since the last diary, because we've had a visual effects weekend, and actually, well, more than a weekend. It's been about 5 days. It's been from Wednesday night until Tuesday morning, so that's probably a week, isn't it? So a week. Anyway, we've had a big sort of visual effects get together. The guys have come over here. We've been hanging out on the internet as well, and we've really moved the visual effects side of the story forward significantly. There's a major scene in the movie which, without giving anything too much away, the film's called The Drift, and the ship goes to the drift. So clearly there's going to be a scene where the ship goes to the drift. And that's the scene that we've been working on. In fact, it's several scenes. This scene from 16 to 29. It's quite a lot of things take place as it goes into the drift, you know, to make it exciting and fun and scary and all that kind of stuff. But it's a very visual time for the story in terms of the spaceships that are involved, because they're travelling. So that's required a lot of work, and so far in the past what we've done is we've sort of sketched out ideas, used my Lego models and staplers and any prop we can find to sort of make videos of how the ships are going to move. And then by watching that sort of over the last sort of few weeks while I've been away, and the crew looking at it as well, we have an understanding of what the journey visually should be. And by having that, what we've now been able to do is actually storyboard it properly, with all the dialogue in there too. And we've changed things around quite a lot. We've changed the order of certain events, and we're going to have to do some extra script work on the radios as well to make it work. But it's been really, really good. The other thing that we've done for the first time is we've actually managed to mix live action with CGI, like CGI spaceships or parts of the ship, where you like look through the cockpit or other parts of the ship as well. Early tests, but significantly for the production, it means we can now learn from that and then adopt a sort of visual effects model. And then by doing that, we can turn that model into a package, which we can then give to other artists and say, this is the starting point. Now, sort of clean it up, tidy it up, gives a new angle, you know, that kind of thing. So that's been really, really valuable. And today I went to see the new Star Trek movie, which was really, really good, obviously. Really enjoyed it. But what was really interesting for me as a filmmaker, especially bearing in mind that it's set in space, like The Drift, is that as much as the CGI and everything else is so wonderfully brilliant, and it sets the setting, it's all about the characters again. And I think one of the similarities, without trying to sort of big up my own movie here, between The Drift and Star Trek, for example, is that the Drift has a crew. It isn't just one person, and you have such a great dynamic when you have more leading characters. I know that obviously Captain Kirk is the main guy, and then you've got the McCoy and the Spock, and then all the other characters. But they are together, you know. Without him, without that sort of shape, without these guys here, you can't have these two, and you can't have that one. So they're all connected, and that's very relevant to what it's like in The Drift. So that was nice to see that. Despite all the impressive CGI, which we're hoping to have in our movie, it still comes down to those characters, and that's a good thing. The other thing that was good to watch that was to sort of remind myself about making these films, about the sort of goal that I'm setting, is that it's a very lofty goal. You know, we're punching above our weight in terms of the film itself, and that we're having to work really hard with relatively speaking, a small group of people. Compared to the industry, to create what will be around about a 2-hour film. It's not a short, it's not an advert, it's not a music video, and that's not to say that anyone who makes a short or a music video or anything like that, you know, isn't working hard. But just from a mathematical point of view, if you're making a 2-hour film with as high a production value as you would expect in a good quality short, then obviously you need to be able to sort of step up to that and work really hard. So, you know, that's been really, really good too. So yeah, a good week all in all, and hopefully looking forward to the next one.